all the graduates, postgraduates, the prize winners, award winners on their wonderful accomplishment. All of you joined this institution with a goal, and today you reap the harvest of your hard work, patience, perseverance, and determination. There is no better feeling in the world of accomplishment that beats holding your degree in your hands. Believe me, savor this moment. It is your moment, your day. Carpe diem, seize the day. My mind goes back to more than 4 decades ago, when this excitement and feeling I had when I held my degree in my hands, and even when I received my PhD many years later. As a teacher, I share the pride of each of your teachers must be feeling today as they see you people proudly going to collect your degrees. I have been sitting in the same places as your faculty some time back, and there can be no greater moment of fulfillment for a teacher than to see their students go forth into the world. I also remember sitting in the audience as a parent as I watched with pride my daughter going and receiving a degree. And now I have the privilege of being here on this stage, handing some of you your awards and the degrees myself. As I have gone through these many facets in life, I can tell you that the feeling, the excitement, the anticipation remains the same. It is one of the best mathematical minds our country produced, could not even afford paper and pens. He did all maths on a slate and he had to erase what was written with his elbow. When we were young, pencils and erasers were scarce commodities. We could not afford to lose them. Unfortunately, with the increase in affluence and affordability, we see also an increase in waste and a lack of accountability for our resources, whether it is water, food, electricity, clothes, anything. A continuing need for more and more, better and bigger, has led us to a situation where nothing pleases anyone anymore. And so we need to understand, to be grateful for what we have. It doesn't matter that if you have a fantastic classroom with state-of-the-art Wi-Fi system, teaching, learning resources, that automatically education becomes better. No, it comes from within. So there is a freshness in the air as we see many young IAS officers, doctors, engineers, accountants who are realizing that there is satisfaction in giving back to society. We hear of success stories, but these are unsung stories which we need to sing. This freedom we have in our country, the education you have got, the food on your plate, the clothes on your body, be grateful. There are many who don't have it and will never have in the future. Number 5, take care of yourself. Look after your health. Eat wisely in moderation. Run, walk, dance, work out, meditate, pray. Take time out to take care of your body and mind. You will need them for a lifetime. And lastly, embrace change. Change is the one certainty you will have in life. If we do not prepare ourselves for change, we will lose out in life. Great things never come from within your comfort zone. Challenge the status quo. Challenge your friend's status quo. Do difficult things. Work to leave this place slightly better than when you found it. You have a wonderful motto in your institution. Fulfill it. So that's it. I'm done. In the end, it is you people, all you people who are sitting here, who can take on the challenges faced by our generation. We are privileged because of our education to be in a position to help the poor, the starving, the sick, the marginalized, the infirm, the elderly. That's the wonderful thing about being in the healthcare professions. Mark Twain said that kindness is a language that even the deaf can hear and the blind can see. In today's world, some of the students graduating here may be the first generation of degree holders in the family. I am the first woman in my family to even have an university education. Many of the ladies in my family did not even have the luxury of completing school. But that was, and I believe, a different time. What we should be worried about as adults here today sitting here is that even today, in our country as well as in many places around the world, there are many people who are denied an education for various reasons. This is something we need to reflect on as we celebrate this beautiful day together. To me, being educated has set me free to explore the limits of my ambitions, my capabilities and abilities. It has permitted me to give back in small measure to society. It has allowed me to motivate and urge young people, and at times not so young people also, to do better, to walk longer and strive harder. Above all, it has made me humble and taught me to respect people with differences for their differences. Education has given me a chance to be a public servant with all the enormous responsibilities, the duties, the obligations, and the compulsions it evokes. Above all, it allows me to contribute to nation building, which is the highest privilege for a person. Such a wonderful opportunity I have got only because I had the privilege of getting an education. So what advice can I give you all today? Maybe a few pointers to nudge you on your way. Number 1, Maya Angelou said, when you learn, teach. When you get, give. Education is like a deep well. The more you teach, the more you will learn. This is given a fancy name in education called peer teaching. This has been going on for centuries in our country. In a traditional Gurukul, it's only the senior students who teach the newcomers, never the Guru. This is because teaching improves learning. So when you learn, teach. Number 2, a degree is no substitute for skill development. Many companies have to train their graduates at hires to teach them the skills they should have learned in college. This is a sorry reflection of our education system, but we don't have the luxury of that. When we recruit nurses or technicians or doctors or super specialists, we expect them to start performing the skills they have learned in college from the very first day. So train for it, practice it. You have to be prepared for it. As an administrator, I had very little administrative experience. So I listened to lectures, I read a whole lot of books. On YouTube, I spoke with senior people and I learned the skills on the run. And unless you know these skills, someone else will beat you to it. I am especially concerned about the inability of many of our graduates to communicate effectively with others, whether it is their peers, sometimes even family members, teachers, and in our situation as healthcare providers with patients and their relatives. Unless we train ourselves to speak and write well, listen well, we will not be in a position either to make ourselves understood or to solve problems of others. Unfortunately, the technical advancement and the environment prevents people from developing these very fundamental skills. So learn to speak well, write well, and listen well. Number 3, help one another. Help someone, anyone. Be a rainbow in someone else's cloud. This generation is becoming more and more self-centered, demanding, impatient, and with a misplaced sense of entitlement. The need for instant gratification, it may be likes in Facebook or WhatsApp or Instagram or whatever it is. There is an increasing dependency on technology. This has led to isolation, failure to establish meaningful relationships, increase in self-harm, depression, suicide, and so much more. The way out of this, as I see it, is to help someone in any way you can. Teach someone to sing, dance, make dosa. Yesterday I had this neer dosa, fantastic. So teach someone anything. Remember that you try to help people without expecting anything in return. It is empowering and liberating. When I was a little girl, I had joined the Girl Guides Association about half a century ago, and we had to do a task every day. We had to help someone and write it down. The idea is, it should become a part of yourself. So that's the idea. Do something good every single day. Number 4, be grateful for what you have. As I said, education which you have is a gift. You will not appreciate it unless you lose it or someone prevents you from getting it. It pains me to see young people who are not attending classes, who are going on strike for trivial reasons and don't make use of the opportunities which have been given to you.